Hi friends, how are you? I hope you all are healthy and safe at your place and at your home. As earlier we have discussed about two topics. First one is the chapter number 1, the fun they had from behind, and another one is poem. We have already discussed about the live, that means in live session, about that question tags, and one more thing that chapter number 1. Now we'll move ahead with our another new chapter from your behind textbook, chapter number 2. As I have written the title of this chapter, the sound of music. Sound of music denotes the same or a one particular meaning, and you just guess it that the chapter is about the sound. In this chapter we'll have two different parts. In part 1, and the chapter says itself the two different personality, the two different person who was famous, as well as one person, that means they both are very famous person. In part 1 we'll see about that one lady, Evelyn Green, listens to sound without hearing it. When we just get, or when we just hear that how it is possible to listen without sound, or how it is possible to play something without hearing that sound, so like that these things became a very famous about that Evelyn Green. Now we'll move ahead with the chapter that Evelyn Green was a 17 years or less than 17 years girl, a Scottish girl, and she was greatly inspired, as well as from childhood she fond of music, कि उसको पहले से ही, बचपन से ही म्यूजिक बहुत पसंद था. When she was 8 years old, at that moment her mother, named Isabel Glean, called her. She was busy with that playing something instrument. Her mother called twice, thrice, fourth time, but she didn't reply and she didn't move. So her mother became confused that why she has not given any kind of reply. After some time, her mother realized that my daughter is deaf. At the age of 11 years, Evelyn herself realized that she is deaf when her classmates, when her school teachers, when her relative members, they informed that she is a deaf girl. Now the people started ignoring her, but still she is not going, that means she cannot give up, she cannot going to give up, and she also wants to live her life in a normal way. From childhood she is from her childhood she is greatly fond of for the music. One day she noticed one girl. She was playing a xylophone. Xylophone, that means a one type of wooden instrument. So that girl was playing a xylophone. Here also that Evelyn wants to play that. Evelyn just tried to give, as well as that her mother also gave importance to her. Her mother also said that okay, if you want to teach to play that instrument, definitely I will support her. I will support you. Her mother supported her, and first initial days she went to many teachers and mentors, but everyone ignored her. Everyone denied her. One day she found one very famous person, a percussionist, who is having the name Ron Forbes. Ron Forbes, percussionist, that means a person who can play many things, multi-talented person. So a percussionist named Ron Forbes spotted a talented in her that girl, and he found some potential as well as some capacity in that girl. he is having faith that definitely the girl can do something extra. So that Ron Fox has started to give his best to that girl. And now that girl slowly and gradually try to give their best while playing the music. First of all, that Ron Fox taught her that don't try to hear the sound with the use of ears. Try to hear the sound with the use of that senses. Try to hear the sound with the use of earth vibration. So first of all, with the use of playing drums and all, she started to hear that sound and vibration. Slowly and gradually she moved on and on. And now she became a famous percussionist as well as the famous sound musician. She can play very nicely of that particular instrument, xylophone. She worked hard and mastered playing on xylophone. That means she became master while playing a xylophone. At the age of 16, she toured the UK and auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music. She awarded with the Royal Academy of Music and audition. She had the mastery about 1000 percussion instrument, and she became, that means she can play more than 1000 instrument without hearing sound. Just through the vibration, just through the land vibration, she became the famous percussion and percussion instrument.
One.
Okay. In 1991, when she auditioned in UK for the Royal Academy of Music, at that moment, at that place, one person was there, master percussionist was there, whose name James Blades. And James Blade, when he saw her, at that moment he has given very nice statement about her, that God may have taken her hearing, but the God has given her a back, something very extraordinary. दैट मीन्स कि जेम्स ब्लेड ने ये कहा कि गॉड ने भले उसके एक सेंसेस छीन लिए पर उसकी कंपेयर में उसको बाकी के सेंसेस बहुत स्ट्रांग दिए एंड व्हाट वी हियर सी फील्स फार मोर डीपली देन एनी ऑफ अस. और उसने ये भी स्टेटमेंट दिया कि हम लोग जो सुनते हैं उससे बहुत ज्यादा डीपली दैट एवलिन कैन हियर एंड शी कैन जस्ट फील वेरी नाइसली. Evelyn confessed that she is something, a workaholic. I have to just got to work often harder and classic musician. But the rewards enormous. Apart from the regular concert, Evelyn also give, that means now when she became famous person, at that moment still she is down to earth. She started to free concert to that orphanages, then some other classes and many other programs she has given freely. And in classes, any Richling of the Bethune fund, and she has also given the fund for the deaf children. Evelyn Keane has already accomplished more than most of the people who was twice from her age. उसने उससे दुगने ज्यादा जो बड़े परक्यूशनिस्ट थे, म्यूजिशियन थे, उनको भी वो डिफीट करके हरा के आगे ये आज आई थी. She had brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped. उसके यानी जो लोग हैंडीकैप होते हैं उनके लिए she became the inspirational. She became an idol and she has given very nice statement that the people who look to her and then she says that if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to the millions. And she has also said that whatever I am, whatever I became famous, whatever I faced the difficulties, but for that, first of all, you have to decide in your mind that if you want to do, first of all, be ready to face the difficulty. Definitely, if you face the difficulty in present time, in future, definitely you will get something. Like she has achieved, and just that means I am not only the person who has done by her own self only. Just behind that means my famous or I became famous person. behind it, many millions of persons are there, millions of people are there, those who have supported me, those who have worked for me. I hope you understood whatever I explained about the part 1 of the chapter number 2, Evelyn Green. If you have any doubt, definitely whenever we'll have online session, at that moment, please ready with your doubts. I'll solve it in that online session. Thank you and have a nice day.